Hello and welcome to a quick setup guide for the indicator that you just purchased. First of all, I would like to thank you for trusting me for purchasing my product. We will start. You see my screen here. I have already loaded actually three indicators, but we will do all this from the beginning. The only reason I have them loaded now is to, first of all, show you some concepts because they are critical before the setup of the indicator. First of all, on your left, you're going to have the market directory, which the indicator should be there. So Weis Wave with speed index, it's this one, Weis Wave 3TD vol, and you will drag it in here. So the first concept is that we can drag many indicators. Why to do that? Because we are going to set up a different wave type on each one. And what is a wave type? How many wave types do we have? So let me start writing here that the wave types, so the wave types we have are, let me fix this, okay, we got the peep wave. So this is one wave type. So we are measuring the peep distance of a wave, which means this is a wave, so we are measuring the peep distance from here to here. So this is wave type peep. Then we got another wave type, the volume, so which is the cumulative volume of the individual volume bars for the specific wave. So the volume is another wave type. So volume. Then we have the PVR. The PVR is the progressive volume rate. You can find the explanation on the manual. So another wave type, it's the PVR. We also have time as a wave type, which we actually add cumulative the time of the specific wave. And last wave type, it's the emphasized volume. Okay, emphasized volume, which basically emphasizes the large waves and they are more obvious. So the indicator offers you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different wave types, which means when we load the indicator, we need to have them with a different number. Okay, so for example, if we want to load peep wave types, we will also designate that this is indicator number 1, and then when we load the second indicator, we will make sure we make it indicator number 2 for the volume, and it goes on all the way to 5. Okay, one more important thing, the indicator offers you 4 types of alerts. Okay, it's up to you which ones you're going to use. So let me write down the alerts. So the alerts we have are the Bluetooth alert. Okay. So the Bluetooth alert is the signals that you see right here. Bluetooth long, Bluetooth reversal long, Bluetooth reversal short. These are the Bluetooth alerts. Another alert that you have, it's the volume alert. And what is the volume alert? The volume alert, it's you can specifically specify if the cumulative wave exceeds a specific number as volume, meaning the indicator will draw a line, and let's say that we want to get an alert if we cross this line. This line is set up at 38,615 ticks at the moment. Therefore, if the index crosses this line, either on an up wave or on a down wave, it will produce an alert. That's the volume alert. And then we got the speed index alerts in two different ways. We got the manual speed index alert, okay, speed index short, we will call it SI. So we got the manual speed index alert, and we also got the auto speed index alert. Let's look at the difference. So the manual speed index alert, you are able to set up on the indicator that, for example, if speed index is above a number, a specific number that you type, or below a number, it will provide you with an alert. Okay, that's the manual way, which means you have to look at your chart and say, for example, that I want, if speed index is below 4, to provide me an alert. Okay, so in that case, the indicator will provide you an alert here on that 3.2. It will provide you an alert, and what do we have here on 3.7, here on 3.9, etc. Okay, so every time the indicator goes below 4, it will provide you an alert, or you can tell the indicator at the same time if speed index is above, for example, 15, then it will provide you also an alert about that. The disadvantage of the manual way is that you have to set it up manually for each chart, and you know that speed index changes when you change the time frame. So if I go to a smaller time frame, a 5 minute for example, speed index are very small, so you need to set up different alerts. That's why, apart from the manual system, which was created first, I later on created the auto speed index alert. And what does the auto speed index alert do? It's exactly the same thing as the manual, but the program is calculating back the average of the number of waves you will specify. And let me show you to you right here. On the left is the auto speed index alert setup, and actually here it's taking the average it's going back 20 waves, and then it's taking the average speed index of the 20 waves back, which is in this specific case 9.5, And then you put a threshold and say that if the current speed index, which is the one always before the following one, which we mean this one, okay? There you go, we lost it. Anyhow, this is the forming one, this is the one before, so the alert will come on this one. So what does it say? It says that since the average is 9.5, my threshold is 50%. If we are above 50% or more than 9.5, or 50% or less than 9.5, then we will have an alert, okay? And if it's more, it's a slow wave, so it's just slower than average. If it's less, we'll have a fast wave. So high speed index, it's always a slow wave. Low speed index, it's a fast wave. So that's the auto. The advantage of the auto is that you don't need to enter manually a number when you change time frames. This will be recalculated. Okay, so this is the concept of wave types, and this is the concept of alerts. Now, the type of alerts that you can set up is the pop-up alert. It's email, push, and sound, regular MT4 alerts. So let's start by doing this all the way from scratch. I will do on another currency so we don't lose the stuff when we need them later on. So I will delete everything. Okay, I'm deleting everything. Very important thing, let me go back. All the alerts are set up in one indicator. We might have 2, 3, or 4 indicators on our chart. On our chart here, the alerts are set up only in one indicator, in one wave type. Which wave type? Always on volume wave type. So here we need to have the alerts. Okay, whichever indicator has the volume wave type must have the alerts. The rest of the indicators, we must have the alerts set up to false. Okay, otherwise the program might become slow. Plus the alerts will be incorrect. So the alerts go to wave type volume. So let's start by setting it up. Okay, so we go to the market, we look at Weis Wave 3 TD vol, and we start dragging. Okay, so this is indicator number 1, so I have to declare it. Okay, I will show the orders, means if I have any orders open or if I place any orders, it will be shown on chart. Okay, the difference, it's the manual or we got two choices, either manual difference, which is in points, 120 points, which means 12 pips, and that's a manual wave. So each wave will change direction if price moves in the opposite direction above 12 pips. Or you can use the auto wave, which is the auto difference, and set this to true, and also the sensitivity. This way the indicator will calculate every time differently the waves depending on the sensitivity you have. So you don't have to adjust this number. Okay, weighted volume, it's you need to see it on the manual. I'm not going to focus on that. Net volume, we will go with 0, which is the price close, which means that the waves will be calculated only with the price close. Okay, and let's go to the wave type that we were talking before. So the first indicator in my posts, if you see, it's always the pip indicator, so I will put here wave type 1, which is the pips. Now, as I said, I don't want any displays or alerts on this pip wave because I will put all my alerts on volume. So I don't want this speed index to be displayed, so I will put this 0. I don't want any Bluetooth signals, so this will be set up to false. And I'm going down. Okay, false. This is the pop-up. Okay, I want this to false. Sorry. Auto speed alert false. I don't want it to be displayed here. All the alerts will be set to false. Manual speed is already false. Show labels to false. Show waveline, yes, if this is going to show us the waveline from top to bottom of each wave. Volume alert is set up to false here, so there is no volume alert. And we are okay. So our settings will be set up on the y-axis. It will show us the settings on the y-axis, and 50 points from above from the y-axis and 20 from the left. So I'm pressing OK. So right now we see indicator number 1 on our left, pips. That's our wave type. Okay, this is our cumulative wave type, so this is the pip indicator. Okay, so now we're going to the second indicator. Here we got no alerts, no displays, no nothing. So the second indicator, in all my posts I have the volume, so indicator number 2 has to be specified. So orders yes, the same settings with the pip on the auto difference. Okay, 0 net volume and the wave type. So now I'm going to specify on the wave type that I need the volume. Okay, so regular volume is 0, sorry, it's 0. So 0 is the regular volume, and here I will set up all the alerts that I need. First, do I want speed index to be displayed? Yes. Do I want show Bluetooth signals? Yes, so it's true. Okay. What kind of alerts do I want on the Bluetooth signals? Do I want a pop-up? If it's yes, then you set the native alerts to true. If I want sound, if I want email, and if I want push on my mobile. Okay, so I have push here and native alerts. Do I need auto speed alert of speed index? And I will say yes, true. Okay, below are the settings, but the settings you can refer to the manual. These are the default. Do I need the manual speed index alert? No, because I have already set up the auto. So there's no need for the manual. Okay, then I need to set up what kind of alert will I get on the speed index, and I will put this to be a native, also a push on my mobile. Okay. Do I need the labels to be displayed? No, the labels are, the volume, the pips, the number of bars, all this can be displayed here. I can put them just to show you. I will put yes, display all the labels, and here I can decide what kind of labels I would like to display it. So if I put 4, all labels will be displayed. Let me just put them to true now, all labels, so I can show them and then turn them off. Okay. Do I need the volume alert? Means if the volume exceeds a number. And right now I don't need it, so I will not put this on at all. And what I need else to adjust is the Y offset, so the text of my settings does not appear on top of this one. So I will make this 70, so it goes below this one. Okay, so right now we got also wave type volume. Okay, and as you can see, all the number here is the speed index, the one alone, and the rest 3 numbers below or above, depending on the wave, it's the peak distance, the volume, and the number of bars. So this is just to show you. I don't use this. This is too complicated, too many numbers. So let me just take it off. So I will go where it says show labels and make it false. Okay, so now we got only speed index, but we have also set up our alerts, which means we got the Plutus alert and we also got the auto speed index alert working. Okay, the next indicator I usually have in my posts is the one containing as a wave type the progressive volume rate. So let me do that. So this is indicator number 3. All right. So what is true? These have to be the same settings with the previous ones. And volume 0, and then on the wave type I just put the progressive volume rate, which is number 2. So number 2 here, and then all the rest have to be set to false. Okay, because we have set them in the volume wave type. So speed index, no, not to be displayed, it's already displayed. Show Bluetooth signals, no, false, because it's already displayed. These alerts to false, false, it's already been all this stuff has been already done from our second indicator, which is the volume indicator. Auto speed to true, no. Actually this might be, yes, we'll see. Okay, no. No. Manual speed index, false. Show labels, false. Volume alert, we don't need it, false. And the Y offset, 20 points more than the previous one, so 50 was the first, 70, this is 90. Okay, so we're ready to go. This is the setup. Okay, we got the alerts that I'm using are the Bluetooth alerts, and I'm also using the fast and slow wave alerts, the auto speed index. This is the auto speed index alert. Why am I using that? In order to catch early the fast moves or the slow moves, meaning the fast waves or the slow waves, because they are very important in our trading. We see Wyckoff upthrust as a fast wave. We see Wyckoff spring as a slow wave. These are the first waves that occur. So we need to be aware. Okay, what else can I show you here? Let me show you a bit the setup of the auto sensitivity of the waves, because it is very important that you have the auto sensitivity, and I'm adjusting the auto sensitivity every day if the waveline is not touching properly. the wave swings. Let me make thicker the waveline. So if you have noticed, the waveline I have let it to be to true in all three indicators. The reason being, if I have by mistake entered different settings in one of the indicators, on the sensitivity for example, let me make this one for example 4, while the rest are on 12, you will see that the wavelines, we got more wavelines not being aligned. This is just an alert. Hold on a second, please. Okay, so we get it's easily identified from here that something is going wrong, something we have set up wrongly. So let me go back to 12. Okay, now the proper auto sensitivity is the one that touches the swings of the price properly. Let me go to the 4 hour. Okay, so let me show you some examples. Okay, in the 1 hour, if I set up the auto sensitivity to be less sensitive, which is a lower number, let's make it 2, and I will make it in all my waves, all my indicators. All my indicators right now have auto sensitivity 2, and as you can see, I am missing swings. Okay, missing swings. This is missing swings. Let me show you how obvious that is. I'm missing this swing here. That's, one moment, improper setup. And when we have an improper setup, we are having everything wrong. Our volumes are wrong, our speed index is wrong, everything is wrong. This setup should have been one wave like that and another wave down at the low and then going up. Okay, here also missing swings. We're missing this swing, we are missing this swing. So this is improper setup. Okay, so let me make this the opposite way, and I'll make it too sensitive. I'll make it 100. Okay, I'll make all my indicators to 100 sensitivity. All right, 100, sorry. Okay. So right now, in 100, I get too many waves. And this is not possible to read, plus small 1-2 bar waves do not have the strength of the longer wave. And let me show you some mistakes of the indicator here because of the too sensitive settings. This is one wave, not two, and this is also one wave. Okay, this is not good. So this is too many numbers. This is okay. This could be one wave, not two. This one right here. Okay, one here and another one here. So not all the stuff. So your swings are very, very important. All right. This is basically it. So let me go back to a different setting. I usually start with 12, and if it doesn't get the swings right, then I'll start adjusting either up or down the sensitivity. But what do I care? Do I care for the... I care for the recent history. I don't care what happened 1 month ago. Huh? I don't care to get the swings 1 month ago correct. I get about the recent history. I get what's happening the last 2 to 6 days to get the right swing, so to able to read the speed index numbers and the waves and the Bluetooth. Okay, I don't care what happened down here. Okay. All right. So basically this is it, a quick setup guide. Thanks again for purchasing my indicator. Thank you for watching. If you need any help, you know where to find me. Thank you.